What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. So today we're going to be working on my truck a little bit. I'm finally today going to throw on my 24x14 American Force Nemesis. These have been sitting here for way too long and I want to get them thrown on the truck and see what they look like. I'm going to have to get them on and give them a good polish from when they got sprayed, when they got mounted and balanced with the lube. Kind of made them all water spotty and yeah, they kind of look like crap, so got to get these on and give them a good hand polish. I want to get the black wheels off here. Like I said, fits the truck good. I'm not a fan of black. I'm more of a fan of polish. I think it makes the truck pop more with the chrome grille and whatnot. This week, we're kind of taking a little break from my buddy's truck, the 2020 with the compound. Switching up a little bit. We'll be back at that next week, digging into that more, figuring out what's going on with that. But for today, like I said, want to get some of my own stuff done, get these wheels thrown on and see what they look like. Like I said, they've been sitting here for a little bit and it's killing me not seeing them on the truck. So without further ado, let's get this thing jacked up and work on getting these on. I'm curious too about my turn radius because this set of American Force is concave. As you can see, the spokes really aren't flat. They're concave, so the offset is way more than the ones that are on here right now. My specialties I'm still keeping. I get a lot of questions. I want to sell those. No, I'm not selling those. I'm going to get a set of Nitto 420Vs. For those, I'm not sure, what set I'm going to run. I'm a big fan of the specialties. I love those wheels. But like I was saying, the offset on the specialties, those are like, I believe like mine is 76 or 78. These are like 90 something. So I'm really curious on the turn radius. But, let's dive into it now and see exactly what we'll be dealing with. Alright, so we got the rear one thrown on. As you can see when I'm talking about with the offset, how much wider it sticks out. Now the back does naturally stick out a little bit more, but definitely a good bit wider. And as you guys can see how much wider, like I was saying, it actually is. But this is exactly why I'm a fan of polish. It looks a million times better. And I was really curious to get the 420Vs on here. I do love the look of these. I do like them over the 420Ss a lot more, and I was really curious to get these on the truck, and nothing beats a brand new set of polished wheels. So without further ado, let's get the back lowered, get the front on, and then we'll back it outside, get some clips of it outside, out in the sunlight. Really looks good. Like I said, let's get the front ones on, and probably gonna do the other side a little bit later after the video. Probably just do this side for now, back it out, get some clips of it. But like I was saying, that's exactly why I'm a fan of polished. One more thing I forgot to mention too is these 4Gs underneath this black powder coat is actually polished. So, like I said, I wasn't a fan of the black, more of a fan of the polished. So I was thinking maybe sanding these down, getting the powder coat off, making them polished, and then just ordering the polished Forgiato center caps. These are like a real interesting design on here with the center caps. They kind of bolt in from the back, so if you ever want to take the center cap off, you gotta take the whole wheel off. Really interesting design here, but I'll see what I want to do. Probably end up just leaving them black and selling them, but let me know down below what I should do. Alrighty, so we got the front wheels on now. We're gonna start the truck up real quick, make a couple turns, see what I'm looking at for turning radius wise. But one thing I did notice with the American Forces is this is my first set. I don't know if it's just due to concaves, but where the lug nuts go, it's such a huge hole on my specialties and everything else. It's basically just enough for the lug nut to slide onto. Kind of looks weird how big it is. Maybe I'm just overthinking it and I won't look at it as much over time, but these wheels do look sick. They're just like my specialties. I do love this basic simple design. As you can see, everything's kind of the faces and everything in there of the wheel, but it is concave, so it's a bit wider. But this is basically American Forces version of specialty. Just these openings are a little bit bigger than my specialties, but do love this design. Had it for a while, and I'm mad I didn't get it thrown on sooner because at the time when I saw these, I wanted to get them on. I saw, not too many people were running them, and of course now they've been sitting here forever waiting to get mounted up. Finally get them mounted up and I see 50 other people with them, but it is what it is. Truck looks killer. 420Vs look great, so let's start it up, see what the turn radius looks like, then we'll back it outside and get some outside shots of it. So let's start the truck up and see what we're looking at for turn radius. bad. I couldn't see exactly when it went by my valence here. It looks like it may have hit it a little bit. May have to trim my valence a hair more, but let's see what we're looking at the cab. So reset this back up and go back to the back of the cab there. Definitely heard that one hit a little bit. Yup. So definitely hitting the cab. Before I had full turn radius of my specialties, and seeing that there, I gotta be very careful now when I turn that I don't chew up the tire. I'm not a fan of cutting my cab, so we'll see how this goes. Like I said, I expected this to rub, and like I said, that's full lock, so you probably have more than 3/4 steering, but they do look killer and is worth it. So let's back it outside and get some outside shots of it out in the sunlight. So got the truck outside, and this exactly reminds me of why I love polished. Truck sits really good. These wheels actually make the truck seem like a lot more fitting. I don't know if it's just the offset and how wide it is, but the setup looks really good on there. The specialties kind of sat in a little bit more. This kind of just makes the truck pop a little bit more, because the body styles on these trucks are huge, and it's crazy how these things shrink 24x14s. If you throw 24x14s, let's say on my LBZ over there, the whole wheel will be sticking out to here. It's just crazy how big this new body style is, and what you can fit under these new GMs is insane. No way you could do this on a 17 and 19 truck and almost have full turn radius. Now, if I were into cutting my cab, I'd probably just cut that off a little bit and I would have 100% full turn, but I'm not about that. Like I said, I'll run these for a bit, see how I like them. Probably will end up going back to the specialties on some 420Vs. Like I said, I love the specialties. Just love that I had full turn radius with those. Didn't have to worry about anything. Only thing I had to trim was my valence. But also, I didn't talk about this yet, redoing the mirror lights, doing a little something different on these versus what was on there before. Still going to be the same style, but the blinker direction is going to be a little bit different. And also, truck's running phenomenal now after the Vane relearn. You can hear that turbo, and it doesn't sound like a fixed main. So that's basically about it for this video. Like I said, blown away by these American Force wheels. The final thing I think we'll have to do is just get some billet floaters for these, and we'll be set. But like I said, couldn't be happier with the way it turned out. So that's about it for this video, guys. If you're new here, be sure to subscribe. If you liked the video and you like my brand new American Force wheels, be sure to leave this video a big thumbs up. Stay tuned to next week. We'll be working on that 2020 compound kit a little bit more. Hopefully get that thing going, running the way it should, and maybe we'll put a little race up against my 20 and that 20. So until next time, I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care.
Stop this conversation. We got no